a US trade deal, tariffs on European cars are set to drop from 27.5% to 15%. That is yet to happen, as the two sides continue to work on the details of the framework trade agreement. Both sides are praising the deal, but divisions remain over possible further sectoral tariff exemptions and how binding the EU's $600 billion US investment pledge really is.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports, and welcome to a Friday, the 8th day of August for 2025. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic ready to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need to get up and get going here to conclude the week. Going to be talking about some Husker volleyball here this morning as the Huskers begin their 2025 season this weekend with their annual red-white scrimmage tomorrow at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. First serve is going to be at 2:30. Huskers will celebrate their 2024 Big Ten championship just prior to the start of the scrimmage. They'll hold their Husker volleyball fan day tomorrow morning between 9 and 11. So a big day for Nebraska volleyball tomorrow. The Nebraska women's soccer team will play their second exhibition game this fall camp coming up tonight as they take on Colorado State in Lincoln. A former Nebraska volleyball standout, Merritt Beeson, is returning to Nebraska. We'll tell you about that coming up. Some Legion baseball focused now on the Central Plains Regional up in Fargo, North Dakota. Lincoln East, the Class A state champions, they're 2-0. And they're playing in the winner's bracket final tonight. Meanwhile, the other team up there, Elkhorn North, representing Nebraska, they were eliminated in action yesterday as they lost to Yankton of South Dakota. The Class B Senior State Championship game going to be held tomorrow as Hickman will play at Waverly. Kansas City Royals opening up a series at Minnesota tonight. Had some NFL preseason football played last night. We'll talk about that coming up as we get you out the door here this morning as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning.
And good morning. Yeah, preseason football getting underway and like clockwork, preseason injuries, having fans starting to rush towards the panic button or, having to hold their breath a little bit. A dislocated pinky from starting quarterback Trent Richardson last night for the Indianapolis Colts in their preseason matchup. Dislocated pinky, but I think everything's going to be A-okay on that. Certainly enough time to heal that before the season gets rolling. But yeah, these injuries can happen over in practice. Was it Chargers offensive tackle Rashawn Slater? Patella tendon tear. He's going to be done for the year. So these early injuries before the season gets going, and this is a big cry for what are we doing so many preseason games for? Why are we having an entire month of training camp and beating up on each other and going through and getting ready for the NFL season? You go through a month of a grind and lose 8% of your roster before the season starts. It's tough, and it's been an argument for like 10, 17 years.
Yeah, we've been talking about reducing NFL preseason games for as long as I can remember. 4 is where we're at right now. I think as soon as you go through training camp, 2 preseason games, and let's get on with it. Yeah, let's get on with the regular season. 2 games is enough, I would think. Don't play your starters or playing very sparingly. And the guys that are on the bubble of making the 53-man roster, play them. and cut your roster and let's get on with it. Do
Right.
we really need 4 games to get your roster in place?
No, and I'm with you. Like, have one game where you are essentially saying, hey, this is your shot to make the 53-man roster. That's one game. And then you treat your second preseason game like a dress rehearsal, essentially to get ready for the NFL season and play it as is and bring in your backups as necessary. But I've said it for years. A month is just too long of an off season. It's too much of a grind, and the risk is too high for derailing your season before it even starts.
Yeah, you've got 4 preseason games. That's in addition to what they've been in camp for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, leading up to your first preseason game.
Right.
So they're beating on each other for 7 weeks before the season even starts, and then you've got an 18-week schedule you got to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's some thoughts you talked about. Anthony
That's why
Richardson.
that's why they make the millions and millions of dollars, though.
Yeah, you talked about Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis. He's got the dislocated pinky, but he's in a battle right now with Daniel Jones, the veteran Daniel Jones, to get the top spot there at Indy.
It's not a battle. That can't be a battle. Nobody that's had an eye test on any of these quarterbacks is like, that's a QB battle.
That's what they're calling it in Indy. It's a battle for the top job with veteran Daniel Jones. Anthony Richardson will now have to. That's not. They popped it back into place.
Yeah.
It's going to be sore for a day or two, and he'll get a majority of the snaps probably in week 2 for the preseason, since he didn't see a lot of snaps last night. He got off to a good start. 2 of 3 he completed. 2 of 3 passes, 21 yards before the injury occurred. It happened early. So then he was taken out of the game and didn't play again. But I would expect he'll see a majority of the snaps in preseason game number 2 next week.
Yeah, and I wasn't saying like Anthony Richardson's injury was significant by any means, but it was immediate time for like panic. If you were watching social media last night after the injury occurred, and it was like Colts were they were in a spiral with the injury news, and everyone was just checking in. It's like dislocated pinky, and they're like, "Well, when is the timetable?" And I'm like, "Pop it back in." I break mine all the time because I've already broke this pinky. Broke it it was a baseball injury, well, a softball injury actually, really embarrassing one. But now that it's broke, like it just randomly will dislocate. Just pop it back in.
Wow,
it hurts. It's sore. It never did get fixed. It's one of those things. Like when I wave high five at people with my right hand, it looks kind of like I'm doing a Star Trek thing because there's a big gap there.
I've never noticed that before.
Oh yeah, yeah. This hand is.
It's on your right hand?
Yep.
So when I see you again, I'll lay my eyeballs on your right hand to see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, now that you pointed it out, I'm always going to be looking at your right hand when I see you.
That's me just like naturally trying to close my hand.
Speaking of preseason football, I read this morning that Chiefs fans, Patrick Mahomes, hold your breath.
Uh-oh.
Patrick Mahomes is going to see playing time with their first preseason game tomorrow against Arizona.
That away.
Yeah, I really don't see the need for Patrick Mahomes to be on the field the first preseason game. But hold your breath. Stranger things have happened. And in fact, a lot of the starters for the Chiefs going to play tomorrow in the game against the Arizona Cardinals.
Why?
I don't know.
The Bills made the announcement with their first preseason game, and they said that Josh Allen isn't going to be anywhere near the field, which, again, there's a lot of people that are like, well, I'm paying money to go to this preseason game, and I want to see the stars. No, you don't. You don't want to see the stars in practice with the opportunity to get sacked and get a knee twisted and come up with it. We see these freak injuries all year and all the time. And again, I'm a huge advocate for What are you doing wasting your time? I'm eyeballing. If I'm using preseason, none of my 22 guys that are first team depth chart see the field, period.
At all?
No, because I know what I got out of them. I know they'll be game ready, and I'm using it to really get an eyeball on the depth chart and the two deep and making those cuts to get to your 53-man roster. That's how I'm utilizing preseason. None of my original 22, because there's not. Again, the battle for starters will develop as you move along throughout the season. But I know my ones are going to go out there and be ready to compete on day one.
I read this morning where the Chiefs starters could play up to 1 quarter, which is kind of questionable in my eyes. They're going to play up to 1 quarter in the game tomorrow against the Cardinals. So,
I mean, I don't question Andy Reid at this point. The guy obviously knows what he's doing, but it just seems excessive to me.
So, see what happens. Chiefs fans, hold your breath. Starters, I think Travis is going to play tomorrow in the game. So, hold your breath. A couple other things I want to bring up here. WNBA, we don't talk a lot about the WNBA, but
sure.
Alyssa Thomas had 18 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists last night. Okay. Become the first WNBA player with 3 straight triple-doubles. The Phoenix Mercury beat the Indiana Fever 95-60 last night for the 3rd consecutive victory. Thomas secured her 19th career triple-double with her 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Nice.
No other WNBA player has more than 4. She's got 19 this year. She's got 41 points, 33 rebounds, and 32 assists in her past 3 games.
There you go.
So, good job there.
Back to the NFL, back to preseason. The much-anticipated return to Seattle from Pete Carroll, now the head coach of the Vegas Raiders. And so much buzz and so much anticipation. It ends in a tie.
Yeah, last night's a preseason. They just said hell with it. Hell with it. After 4 quarters, we're not playing overtime.
We're
to
good.
hell with it. 23-23. Let's get to the locker room and move on. Boy, is there a overtime rule for preseason? There can't be.
I don't know.
Why would teams play in overtime in preseason football?
Why would teams start their starting quarterback in week 1 of the preseason? I have questions.
We have questions.
Apparently there's no overtime because they just box scored it after 4.
Well, maybe the 2 teams just decided to hell with it and let's move on.
Sure.
Las Vegas and Seattle settling for a 23-23 tie in the NFL last night. 2 other games. Baltimore beat Indianapolis 24-16. And Philadelphia defeated Cincinnati by the score of 34-27. Philadelphia used the tush push in the game last night. They didn't do anything with it during the offseason, so they come right out of the gates. They used the tush push in their first preseason game as Philadelphia was able to beat Cincinnati last night by the score 34-27.
That's a vibe flex, and I'm here for it. That's a flex on the NFL, and I'm absolutely here for it.
I know. You don't think there's anything wrong with the tush push? I'm on the other side of the coin. I think it's illegal. We've discussed this several times on this show. Mm-hmm. And it looks like I'm going to have to live with it for at least another year, as they did nothing during the offseason to eliminate the tush push. So the Philadelphia people, the Buffalo people, who else is using that nowadays?
Push it real good. Bum, 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 bum.
Play with my tush and push me to the goal line. Play with my tush.
Nope. We're not using that phrase.
And push me to the goal line, which is illegal in the NFL. But for some reason, The NFL doesn't look at it that way.
We don't have
Shane,
personnel on our team, so we're just going to bitch about it. Wow.
Shane is chiming in already on Anthony Richardson. He says Richardson will get hurt just walking into the building.
Yes. He is made of glass.
Jones will be the starter by week 4. Daniel Jones.
Barf.
So that's the news coming out of the NFL last night. We mentioned this earlier this week. I need to put the finishing touches on this because I'm the one that brought it up. A self-described crypto enthusiast told ESPN yesterday that he is part of a group that orchestrated recent sex toy stunts that have disrupted at least 3 WNBA games in the past 10 days. So I guess it heads back to a crypto guy, the man who spoke on the condition of not being recognized on video conference yesterday, said that the stunts were meant to market a crypto coin that his online community has created. So they wanted to create a buzz, so they've been throwing out these sex toys at various WNBA games. In fact, 3 times in the last 10 days. So I don't know how he came up with this to get recognition, but it's all created by this self-described crypto enthusiast. Came up this little act to throw these sex toys
So
out.
people that are so desperate to get 15 minutes of fame that they do absolutely this most stupid asinine shit to get 15 minutes of fame.
Was it 15 minutes or 15 seconds?
I don't give 15 minutes. Well, unfortunately, because algorithms and social media and the way things work, it's more like probably going to be 15 days at the end of the day. But if you're so desperate to get your name out there that you make these stupid stunts and like disrupt the game and quite frankly just be a vile human being, like I don't bring it up because it's not worth the heartbeats. You know what I mean?
All right, so we'll just bury that story.
Yeah, I think we take that and we just forget
throw it
that,
away.
Yeah, throw it away. Like not onto the court or anything.
All right, 7:17, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Friday. If you'd like to chime in with us, you can via the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line. Just give us a call at 402-834-1330, 402-834-1330, something we've talked about so far this morning. Something on your mind, sports related or not, give us a shout out. Join us at the breakfast table here this morning. Leave us a message on our social media sites as well. We're monitoring those comments as well. As you get ready for the NFL season, fans are now facing a new kind of a challenge in keeping up where and when your favorite team is going to be playing with all the streaming sites going around here.
Christ, you're not joking.
And I read a deal yesterday that if you're going to watch every single NFL game that's available this year, with all the streaming services that you need to get a subscription to throughout the year, $529.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, $529. The NFL Sunday ticket package is now on YouTube. If you get that, it's $480 for returning users. Or if you're a new subscription, you can get it for $276, which makes no sense to me. Why are the returning YouTube Sunday ticket subscribers being charged $480 and the new subscribers you get for $276?
I don't know.
That makes no sense to me.
I don't.
Then you've got Amazon Prime, which continues to be the home for Thursday night football from week 2 on. You'd have to buy a package for that. Prime is going for $8.99 per month. Then you need ESPN Plus, They've got exclusive Monday Night Football games in Week 7 between the Seahawks and the Texans. So if you get a 1-month subscription to ESPN Plus, $11.99. Christmas Day games are on Netflix. So then you got to subscribe to Netflix for your Christmas Day games, $7.99 a month. And then let's see, Peacock. There's going to be some games on Peacock on December 27th. That's $10.99 a month. So it breaks down NFL Sunday Ticket, $480 for returning users. You got Prime Video for 2 months, $17.98. ESPN Plus for 1 month at $11.99. You've got Netflix for 1 month for $7.99. You've got Peacock for 1 month for $10.99.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got YouTube Week 1 game. It's free. So it all adds up to $528.94. And then you got to be on top of things because you've got to get the subscription and then remember to cancel at the end of the month so you don't get honked again for another month, or that price is going to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as easy as it once was.
Well, here's the deal. Like, they're losing revenue because nobody's watching full football games anymore. The creation of Red Zone has dramatically reduced people hitting up to Fox and CBS, so they're looking at different avenues to try to market their product. And if they can pick up one game and a set of eyeballs on one network, and this one network's going to pay the NFL, by the way, for the opportunity to show these games. So, yeah.
As a fan, you've got to subscribe for that one game that you might be interested in, and then you got to remember to cancel at the end of the month. So, yeah, you mentioned Red Zone. We don't know what's going to happen with Red Zone.
Oh,
and we talked earlier this week that ESPN is taking over the Red Zone channel. So, who knows what's going to happen there?
Well, they've announced things.
Are they going to keep it as is?
Details and whatnot. Oh no, it's marketing. It's money. You'll have to pay for it now.
Where before you got it for free?
Well, depending on what
package you're on.
Package you had. But yeah, it'd be part of the ESPN conglomerate in addition to ESPN Plus or multiple different ways that you can watch it, yeah. Scott Hansen's still going to be a part of it, and like my entire thing with Red Zone is if they don't give Scott Hansen like 100% creative marketing and management on the product, then I don't know if I want to watch it.
No, that's your baby on Sunday.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have it turning into Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless argument hour while football is being played. And, oh, by the way, here is an opportunity to it's going to be all ads. It's ads, and they're bringing ads into Red Zone, which was the entire reason that Red Zone was freaking created in the first place.
Yeah.
And now you're going to have a border screen full of ads, and your screen has been now reduced to the size of a cell phone window, essentially, that you're trying to watch football out of on your big-ass screen TV. It just sucks. I mean, when money gets involved in beautiful things, it ruins effing everything. And now you're taking away, like, literally the only thing that I had to look forward to on Sundays is now gone. Like I said, I cannot watch a one single professional NFL game just on the TV. Like
from start to finish?
Even the Super Bowl is hard to stay locked in and dialed in after you're used to watching Red Zone, where you're just constantly getting football. You're constantly getting action. You're...
Now, see, I'm not a Red Zone guy. You are.
Yeah, and I don't know how people watch football any other way without that constant feed of football being right in your living room. And so, yeah, that being gone that's a huge blow for me.
Well, it's not gone. It's going to be different. And we'll get your reaction after week 1 of the NFL season, whether you're still a firm believer in the red zone or not.
If I see one freaking ad, I'm gonna set the place on fire. Like that's
well, then you better get the matches out.
Yeah, I know.
Because how ESPN took that over for a reason.
Because they're
get the matches.
All of their
out.
other products are struggling because they're no longer. I don't consider ESPN sports anymore. Like
the worldwide leader in sports.
It's hard to make that jump, and every step that they have made. God, even before this was happening a long time ago. This was like circa 2015, 10, where they just started going to like this model of 24/7 sports news and information. They went away from the highlights. They went away from everything that made the company good, and their butt's been getting kicked ever since.
Yeah, all right. So that's
ESPN sucks, and they're bleeding. They're bleeding money, and so they're just going after and trying to capture like the Pat McAfee's and now the red zone. Like they're taking all the things that I liked.
You sound like the world is crumbling around you.
Sports wise?
Yeah, it sounds like the world is crumbling all around you.
No, I just don't like ESPN.
God.
Like
right.
it's not crumbling. It's just ESPN is made a very difficult product to watch over the last 10 years. And so when they take products that I enjoy, thank God that they got rid of baseball, or baseball said F you to ESPN and was done with it. They don't hardly touch the sport anymore, and that's great. Like take hockey, for instance. NHL on NBC with Doc Emmerich was the most beautiful thing on planet Earth. The way they presented it, the information, the way that they distributed the games. It felt like the NHL was getting a lot of exposure and a lot of love because of the way the product was run. ESPN takes it over, and I'm like, I'm a hockey fan, and I'm struggling to find information about my own favorite freaking team. So they ruin sports.
All right, so now Tyson's against ESPN. You take on a lot of big entities on this show.
Dude,
last year.
It's like that's why I like Denny Hamlin. Like I love his mantra. It's me against the world, baby. Like I am here for the little guys.
Yeah, Denny's got NASCAR in a lawsuit. He's taking on the big boys.
I am so anti-establishment. Like it's not funny.
All right. We'll expand on this on the other side of the news break here. 7:27, waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning for a Friday.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
All right, let's talk election news this morning. Eric Moyer, a Democrat and renewable energy professional from Lincoln, is entering the race for Nebraska's first congressional district seat in Congress. Moyer says his key focus is energy security, advocating for increased use of Nebraska's natural resources like wind, solar, and water. Moyer aims to unseat incumbent Mike Flood, who recently drew strong criticism at a town hall in Lincoln for his continued support of Donald Trump, sparking public frustration. Meanwhile, a replica grenade was found in Grand Island yesterday near East 1st Street and Plum Street. Grand Island Police Department responded to the call around 5 p.m. and the Nebraska State Patrol bomb unit was called in. After investigation, the object was determined to be a replica of a live grenade. Authorities closed the area for over 2 hours as a safety precaution. The Harold Wart Pioneer Village is inviting the public to a day of celebration as they unveil the grand reopening of the beloved carousel tomorrow. The ribbon cutting will begin at 10 a.m. with rides shortly after. Believed to be the oldest carousel in the United States, the treasure dates back to 1880 and features 22 hand-restored animals and chariots preserved to honor its rich legacy. And for just a nickel, That's right, a nickel. Visitors of all ages can take a spin back in time on the iconic piece of American history. We'll hear more about this event and the museum coming up later this morning as we visit with Dustin Southworth from the museum. That coming up later this morning here on Huddle Up. It's coming up on 7:30. We'll swing things back over your way, Mike. What's going down in sports?
Well, the Nebraska volleyball team begins its 2025 season with the annual Red-White scrimmage tomorrow at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. First serve will be at 2:30. Huskers will celebrate their 2024 Big Ten championship just prior to the start of the scrimmage. Nebraska Volleyball Fan Day is scheduled from 9 until 11 tomorrow morning. Nebraska finished 33-3 last year and advanced to the NCAA semifinals for the second year in a row and for the seventh time in the last 10 years. The Nebraska women's soccer team will continue exhibition play tonight against Colorado State in Lincoln. The game will begin at 7. Huskers open exhibition play on Tuesday with a scoreless tie against South Dakota State up in Brookings, South Dakota. They open the regular season next Thursday against Southern Indiana. Former Nebraska volleyball standout Merritt Beeson is returning to Nebraska. Beeson is signed with the Omaha Supernovas. She was the number 1 pick of the Atlanta Vibe in the Pro Volleyball Federation draft in November. She helped lead the team to a 19-9 record this year with 191 kills and 16 aces. Lincoln East is now 2-0 at the American Legion Central Plains Regional in Fargo, North Dakota. East beat West Fargo 10-0 yesterday and will play Shakopee of Minnesota in the winner's bracket final at 6:30 tonight. Other action, Yankton of South Dakota eliminated Elkhorn North yesterday with a 7-2 win. The Class B Senior State Championship will be held tomorrow as Hickman will play at Waverly. First pitch will be at 2. Kansas City Royals opening up a weekend series at Minnesota tonight. First pitch for Game 1 this evening will be at 7:10. NFL preseason football from last night. Baltimore beat Indianapolis 24-16. Philadelphia defeated Cincinnati 34-27. And Las Vegas and Seattle settled for a 23-23 tie. To check in your sports headlines at 7:32.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Last day of summer heat, but it'll be a scorcher. Hey, everybody, Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. 98's the high today. Plenty of sunshine, slightly breezy, southerly wind 10 miles per hour, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, overnight low of 69, a slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, mostly sunny skies, a high of 85, another chance of storms Saturday night. And on Sunday, 82's the high Sunday, and then 80's next week.
As you wake up, get going this morning, south winds at 8 miles per hour. It is cloudy, 73. And
accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at
Every football season, there's that one fan. The one who sees the upsets coming. The one who doesn't just cheer, they calculate. They survive. This year, that fan could be you. Introducing Extreme Sports Survivor, the ultimate test of football instinct. Pick one NFL team to win each week. No spreads. No gimmicks. Just survive. But there's a twist. Once you pick a team, you can't pick them again. One wrong call, and it's over. Your name fades. Your shot gone. But survive long enough, be the last one standing, and you'll win our grand prize. Not just the glory. Not just the bragging rights. Something more. Sign up by Wednesday, September 3rd at x-streamsports.com/survivor. Do you trust your gut? Can you outlast them all? This is more than a game. This is Extreme Sports Survivor. Survivor.
All right, Mike Willenstein and Bronick with you. It's Extreme Sports. Huddle up today. We're at Friday. Should have had that Survivor thing kick off for preseason.
What happens if it ends in a tie?
You just kind of throw that game out.
What happens if you tie?
Yeah, that's what happened last night with the Raiders and the Seahawks.
Well, that's still a rule in the regular season. If the game after overtime ends, right? Like there's no double OT in the NFL.
That's right. Yeah. What happens if they tie?
Oh, we got to get this addressed before the season.
We'll have to check the fine print.
Well, the rules.
Do both teams
terms and conditions?
Yeah, we got to check the rules. Yeah, that's a good thought.
Calling the referee/IT.
Well, do both teams? Do we call that a win?
God, that's like a tie is like kissing your sister. That's a loss.
It is. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get closer to the contest here. Anyway,
if it's a tie, you do not win. The IT man has spoken.
Oh, there's already been a ruling.
A tie, you lose.
So both of you lose.
You have to win.
You have to win. All right, so we've already got a ruling. So if an NFL game ends in a tie during the regular season, which I can't remember the last one, it's happened.
I got it.
But it hasn't happened for a long time.
I don't. Last year, maybe.
Really? There was one that ended in a tie last year?
Well, I think so, because I think I bet on it in the Blazing 5.
Yeah, the IT guy says it ends in a tie, you're eliminated. God, that'd suck. That'd suck. Yeah, so get signed up for the Survivor game coming up this fall.
2022.
Was the last time there was a tie?
Commanders-Giants, 2020 was the final score, not the year. December 4th, 2022.
So it has been a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope that doesn't happen to you when we kick off Survivor. Yeah, all we got to do is pick one NFL team each week to win. That's all we ask. Not against the spread. Just win the damn game. Yeah, just win the game, and you'll get to move on. We're going to have one champion at the end.
Mm-hmm.
To win the grand prize, which we'll announce here next few days. So we get closer, but you can sign up starting, it's been going on for a couple of days. A lot of people have gotten signed up already for our Survivor. So just go to our website, x-streamsports.com, and get signed up for Survivor. It's going to be neat.
Then go to your favorite sports bar and cheer on your team not to lose. Don't suck.
Yeah.
Just win the game.
Just win the damn game.
You're playing the Browns. Just win the damn game.
Oh, the Brownies are playing tonight.
You're going to watch, aren't you? You're going to watch your favorite quarterback.
Did you hear right before we came on, the Vision guys were talking about the game? That line open. Who's Cleveland playing tonight? Jacksonville?
Sure.
That line opened at 3.5. Cleveland was favored. And as soon as your favorite quarterback was announced.
The Panthers.
Oh, yeah, Panthers. As soon as your favorite quarterback was announced as a starter, the line went from 3.5 to 6.5.
Was Cleveland originally favored?
Yeah.
So Cleveland was favored by 3.5, and then when
your favorite quarterback,
when he was announced as the starting quarterback, the Panthers are now a 6.5-point favorite. So it's a 9-point swing.
The Panthers are
a 6.5-point favorite.
Oh, I thought Cleveland was a 6.5-point favorite.
They might have been a 3.5-point favorite before Sanders. Now it's Carolina, 6.5.
I've taken more snaps with the number one unit for Cleveland, just as many snaps as Shadur Sanders has taken, which is virtually none. He's been repping with the 2 3s and 4s, and now they're going to throw him out there to get his feet wet.
So let's ask it, because as long as we're on the topic of our favorite quarterback, we'll get to some chats here with the Pioneer Village coming up in like 4 minutes. But as long as we're on the topic, I'm going to ask you, will Shadur Sanders throw a touchdown pass tonight?
No.
Wow. Going with no.
No. He hasn't even worked with these. He don't even know their names. He's going to stand in the huddle, and he's not going to know anybody in the huddle. Not alone how they are as a pass catcher or running routes. No. Will he complete a pass?
Yeah.
You think he will?
He said with a question mark.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I think anybody can do a 3-step drop and a 5-yard slant over the middle, right? Like, that's pretty basic. And if you want to try to get him involved in the passing game early and get his feet wet, you're not going to be taking shots down the field. So I imagine he's going to be doing a lot of drag routes, a lot of curls, a lot of slant patterns, just hitting like 2 5-yard gainers. So, he'll complete a pass.
He won't complete a touchdown, though. Put that on Monday's show. We'll check back and see if Shadur Sanders throws a touchdown. Brownies on TV somewhere tonight. They got to be. They got to be.
It's preseason, so I have no idea what the TV...
Everybody's doing preseason NFL football.
They are on the NFL Network tonight.
I told you. Let the circus begin. Shadur Sanders, your 5th-round draft choice is going to get a start. Guess what? Cleveland's on TV.
Cleveland and Carolina, probably the 2 worst teams in the NFL last year,
are going to score off just because...
are getting the NFL Network primetime game.
Yeah.
When Atlanta and Detroit are also playing, and Washington and New England are in action.
So we get to see on the NFL Network Cleveland and Carolina.
What a fall from grace.
I told you.
From the mighty, mighty New England Patriot dynasty of Belichick and Brady. And they're playing a Washington team that's pretty good. And that has the potential to be really good if they get all their offseason stuff squared away. That's the marquee matchup, but NFL Network is going to forego that and say, you know what? Let's put eyeballs on the 2 worst teams in the NFL.
Because everybody wants to see how Shadur's going to do.
Nobody wants to see how Shadur looks.
Everybody but you.
You're the only one that wants to see.
No, I don't. I'm not going to watch it. I don't watch a lot of NFL preseason football.
You're going to watch this game.
If it's on, like I'm going to be at the lake tonight. So if it's on, if it's on in the marina little sports bar thing,
right,
I might catch a glimpse. And now that I've told you that I don't think Shadir is going to throw a touchdown, I'll be interested in that. So when he goes out, certainly he's not going to play the entire game. When he goes out, I'm done watching.
Sure.
I could care less who wins that game. As soon as he goes out, I'm done watching that game. And you're not going to watch it at all because you hate him. You don't like him.
I just got better things to do than watch the Panthers and Browns practice.
All right. Waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Friday. You had an interesting chat yesterday.
Yeah, getting an opportunity to expand our coverage a little bit and make our way out into the Minden area here in central Nebraska. A good friend of mine, high school classmate, in fact, we've stayed in touch over the years, has returned back to central Nebraska. He has been here, there, and just about everywhere since high school graduation, which is now 20 years ago, by the way. And he has returned back to central Nebraska, as many of us have, to take on a new position over at the Pioneer Village in Minden. It is Dustin Southworth, and they've got a pretty fun event that's going to be coming up this weekend. Central Nebraska's newest morning show, Huddle Up, continues here on Extreme Sports. Tyson Nevronik with you, joined in the Western Studios here this morning by a good friend of mine who his only requirement to do our podcast interview and bring the Pioneer Village on as part of the fold was that it wasn't going to be at 7 o'clock in the morning, and so we are recording this a little bit later on here in the day. It is coming up here, we're doing this show for Friday mornings purposes, and coming up this weekend, some exciting things going on over at the Pioneer Village. But before we get into that and too far into the weeds, first of all, good morning, Dustin Southworth, our guest here this morning. He's the office administrator over at the Pioneer Village and a longtime Hastings resident who then went to school and has gone on and done several different things in different communities and in different states, but returns now here to the central Nebraska area, and delighted to have him back, and so that we can share in his expertise from time to time here on the show, and also pick his brain on so many different topics. Interestingly enough, Dustin was the one that got me involved in podcasting in the first place. So if you're wondering, how did you ever get started? Well, this guy is a big key contributor to that. So he's your problem equally as mine. Dustin Southworth, again, joining us here on the show. First of all, appreciate the time, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. Like you said, I'm so glad it wasn't at 7 in the morning to be here.
There's times where I'm glad it's not 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's talk shop here a little bit. First of all, you have the most recent addition to the Pioneer Village over in Minden, coming on as the office administrator, but a big background in museums, in working at museums, whether it's marketing for those museums, whether it's just being a part and maybe a team player at several different stops. You have been around the region. I mean, not just central Nebraska, Great Plains region, working at various different stops, and ultimately now settling here at the Pioneer Village. Let's just, you're a week in, so I'm sure it's been a kind of a crash course for you. Talk just about your experiences so far and what ultimately drew you to Pioneer Village.
Absolutely, yeah. Like you said, it's been just a fire hose of information, as any new job is. But I'm loving it so far, and I've been going to Pioneer Village my whole life. Like, I have these vivid memories of going there. My favorite thing is the Aqua Car. It is a red convertible that you can just see down the aisle when you're walking up to it, and it just draws me in every time I see it. I've been going and seeing these things and visiting all the buildings, all 26 buildings of the museum for so long, and I just have awesome memories of this museum. And when I saw an opportunity come up that they had a full-time position opening, I jumped at the chance to join the team.
The Pioneer Village I mean, and I know you can't speak to a whole lot on it, having just been on the board recently, or been on board recently here with Pioneer Village, but there has been, over the last few years, a really concentrated effort at reviving and maybe revitalizing a little bit about the Pioneer Village. The community has really bought in here, and we're starting to see some exciting fruits of that labor. There's a lot going on over there. You mentioned 26 buildings, and it's a big undertaking, but there is a staff and a community that is committed right now to its success.
Yeah, absolutely. The Warp family are very involved. Some of the younger people in the family are really taking big steps forward, and a whole brand new staff have taken over and are just so excited to get back and get this place revitalized. We've had some RV groups come in, and they're doing a whole lot of volunteer work, not only on the grounds, but in the campground as well. They're helping out. They're repainting signs, repainting buildings, making repairs. I mean, the front of the train needed new wood replaced, and they've just taken that on and taken some amazing steps, and just been doing a whole lot of stuff, and just really making it amazing and revitalizing this place.
Part of the revitalization and exciting things that you have going on is actually going to be front and center and in the spotlight here this weekend. What is believed to be the oldest carousel in the United States is getting a not grand opening, a grand reopening here, and we're bringing back the carousel. Talk a little bit about what's on tap this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this, like you said, this is one of the oldest ones in the United States. We believe it's from the 1880s. It used to be a steam-driven, and it was basically shut down for about 20 years or so. And now they revitalized it with those volunteers. They built a whole new building around it to protect it in the future. And then they've also switched it over to electric for now. I think there may be plans in the future to revitalize that as well. But so this weekend, starting at 10 a.m., we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. The mayor of Minden will be there. A lot of media we're inviting out to come join us, and we'll be having cookies and drinks for everybody to enjoy. And they can come out, and it is regular admission plus a nickel to ride the carousel for the weekend, but you will get some souvenir tickets to go along with that. So it's a pretty exciting thing just to show this revamp that we're doing and getting this going again, because we are also, after this weekend, we will have pretty regular hours where they will be running the carousel every day, or at least available to run it every day.
So again, the carousel grand reopening over at the Pioneer Village in Minden here this weekend. Dustin Southworth has been our guest here on Huddle Up as we continue to talk all things Pioneer Village. You mentioned the influence that this museum had on your childhood. I know you're always were a history buff, and just talking about that, having that connection to a place that meant so much to your childhood, to be able to come in there and make an impact for this museum. The whole process, from a railroad museum in DeKalb to an art museum in Norfolk to now everything coming back full circle right here in central Nebraska. Just talk about this special, unique place, especially for visitors maybe like myself who haven't been there since the childhood, since 6 years old. What are some reasons that you would invite the public to come back and see all the things that you have to offer?
Absolutely. So I was just doing the calculation, and this is a 72-year-old museum. So it's been around in central Nebraska for a very long time. And tells the story. I love the word Americana.
Mhm.
It really tells the history of America from the pioneers moving across the plains all the way up to the 60s and beyond. I mean, we're putting together some new exhibits related to comic books. So that's
Nice.
a kind of a newer thing that people love, and so we want to highlight that, get more into the modern history of America. Like I said, it's got 26 buildings. We've got cars, we've got a schoolhouse, church, sod house, farm equipment that people would love to see. Obviously, this region, we're big into farming, so that's going to be something to highlight for a lot of people around here, just to see the history of that, how that has evolved over the years. It's just an awesome museum. We have over 50,000 items on display. That's you don't get to see that usually. It's usually about 10,000 items and then a whole bunch in storage because people get a lot of donations. Museums get a lot of donations of the history of the region, and so do we at Pioneer Village. And luckily, we have a lot of square footage to put that on display and get that out there and show people that history.
You pass by it on Highway 6 and you see one building, you know, and I think when we really sit down and think about it, it's such a wide area and so much space, and again, so many things to do, so many things to see, so many buildings to head into. And it's again just one of the true gems, I think, of Central Nebraska, and one of the true treasures. And so excited about the work that's gone on over there in Minden to really revitalize this and bring the museum forward for the what would you say, 72-year-old museum, maybe for the next 72 years here that the work is going on. We would be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit about an opportunity to get some members on board, some new members. So as far as membership information is concerned, where's the best avenue for people to take a look to see what might work for them and their families?
Absolutely. So right on the front of our website, you'll find the membership information, and then you'll find a form to download, and you'll either mail that in or come in and drop it off, and we'll get you going. That's a year-long membership pass, and we also do have a lifetime membership that you can purchase for actually a pretty reasonable amount, and you get 10 free tickets to go with to send out to all your family with that. So yeah, just check out the website and you'll get all that information, and then and you can give us a call as well to really we can give you more information about that.
I know you had a list, some notes. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we let you go today?
I was just writing down some of our upcoming events.
Oh, for sure.
So we have the 3rd annual car show on August 30th, and there will be trophies made out of car parts, which I'm excited.
That's
so
sweet.
Excited to see. Yeah, by actually a local artist in that area. She's from Hardwell, so I'm excited to see those. And then we've got an artisan fair on September 20th, and we're actually looking for artisans. So if you want to come set up a booth, just reach out to us.
History buff, and now the newest member of the staff of the Pioneer Village over in Minden, Dustin Southworth has been our guest. We'd be remiss if we didn't give a tip of the cap to where we got our love of history, and that was, of course, from Mr. T, Coach Carl Tesmer over at St. Cecilia. I'm sure had a lot of influence on your career path, ultimately, as we've come back here and come full circle now. Both of us heading and moving back to Central Nebraska and doing some fun and exciting things. Who'd have thought we'd be doing this for a living, and talking on the show. So it's been great to get you back in the fold. We look forward to keeping up to date with things that are going on over at the Pioneer Village. Look forward to having you back on anytime. You have a all access pass here to the Western Studios. So we appreciate you stopping by, and we look forward to a great turnout this weekend.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you having.
All right, that's Dustin Southworth again. He's with the Pioneer Village over in Minden. Get those folks on occasionally and talk about what's happening at their facilities. Dustin, a new guy. Hopefully he does some great things over there at the Pioneer Village.
Oh yeah, he's a museum connoisseur. Like, he eats, sleeps, and drinks this stuff.
So you and Dustin were in Carl Tesmer's history class together?
Yep, we sure were.
God, I bet that was sweet.
Oh, he was the great.
No wonder Carl doesn't have any hair. Yeah, no wonder Carl didn't have any hair teaching you guys in history class. So, anyway, waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. We'll have more after this. Welcome to a...
Have you checked the time lately? Good chance a Maletta Vista Winery is open. Hey, this is Mick with an update on our new hours. Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11:30 to 3, and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 till 9. Not sure what you want to enjoy when you get here? Well, Maletta Vista features award-winning wine, select beer, spirits, world-class foods, breathtaking views, and live entertainment. Visit MalettaVistaWinery.com. Check out our events page for music schedules and more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Make your reservations now at Maletta Vista Winery, located on Highway 281, just north of St. Paul.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt slinging, adrenaline pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
Mike Welch, Ironic with you. It's Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. The racing tonight at Cam Raceway. And the action gets underway at 8 o'clock. So if you don't want to battle the heat, you can still watch the races tonight. Go to our website at x-streamsports.com. Click on the racing tab there at the top of the page. Follow the instructions, and you get a live video feed complete with the announcers from the track. Right there in your comfort of your own living room. Enjoy the air conditioning at home, and you'll have to endure the heat tonight out at Cam Raceway. So you can follow all the action with Extreme Sports on our website at x-streamsports.com.
Bro, speaking of the heat last night, I got done closing down the pub, 10 p.m. I get home. It was still humid AF out there. It was 79 degrees, but I honestly felt like I was in a sauna. At 10:30, no sun.
Yeah, I saw your post last night.
It was just heat that was just trapped in this little tiny snow globe that I was living in, and breathing was hard, and it was gross. It was so gross. I couldn't wait to run inside.
It's going to be not good today.
That's a good way to describe it.
The weather, we're going to be up around 100 today.
Jesus, no.
Yeah, 98, I think Tim said. 98 for the high today. We're going to have high humidity. Could push the heat index into the 100s today.
Yeah.
And then a cold front's going to come through. I say cold front in quotation marks. We're going to cool down into the 80s for tomorrow. But today is going to be the hottest day of the week again, up around 100 for the high, and high humidity readings could push the heat index to 110.
All right, guess who is not mowing this morning?
Or get her done now.
Like right now.
Yeah, as soon as this show is over, get out there and get her done. Get her done. We're heading to the lake this weekend. One of our last few trips for the summer. Let's see. I've had baseball 2 weekends in a row. Last weekend I was in Iowa for the NASCAR race.
Last weekend you were surrounded by corn.
This weekend heading to the lake surrounded by water. What's left of it?
Is there?
There's still a little bit of water left in Harlan. So yeah, it's been a whirlwind for me as the season is winding down. Yeah, you're heading back to school here soon.
18th, yep.
A lot of the kiddos heading back to school before the 18th.
Yeah.
So this is like one of the last weekends of the summer for a lot of people.
Hurrah.
The last hurrah. God, that's scary, isn't it? Where did the summer go? Where did the summer go? We got NFL preseason football to look forward to this weekend. What else is there to look forward to this weekend? NASCAR guys are running another damn road course.
Woohoo! Love me some road course racing.
I hate road courses.
They have to turn right. It's awesome. It's the divine test of driver's skill. They actually have to make a right turn. What else is going on this weekend? That is a great question. I guess eyeballs right now are kind of on the spiraling New York Yankees, right? We've got Cubs cards, of course, so me and Chief will be dueling it out. Me and Chief should probably get together for a soda for Cubs cards.
Is that a weekend series?
That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, yeah, you and Chief need to get together at least once.
We better get together for a soda for Cubs cards. We got, the Yankees have been the talk of the town because the Yankees are still a playoff team, and yet everyone's screaming for the removal of Aaron Boone from the general management position for New York amid a spiral of really, really poor play and poorly inspired play. Injuries, obviously, Soto, Judge, but it's been a rough go. And so everyone's wondering to see if New York can right the ship here before they get moving along. So other than that, Cubs cards weekend.
All right, so not a whole lot sports-wise to look forward to this weekend.
I do want to ask really quick. I mean, we're in overtime. We have the show. Unless people are, like, knocking on you to get onto the, old camper and head down to the lake. But as long as we're in OT, interesting discussion yesterday on social media. There was a I hope both teams lose t-shirt. I hope both teams lose.
I saw that.
What matchup would you wear that to?
Tonight's Cleveland-Carolina game. Yeah, if I was at the Cleveland-Carolina game, I'd wear that T-shirt.
Do you have teams like you hate?
No, but between Cleveland and Carolina, I'd wear that T-shirt.
Sure. But you don't have, like, two teams that you absolutely cannot stand that you would wear that shirt to.
Oh, I could pair up a couple.
That's what I'm saying. Pair them up.
Who did we put in there?
Give me a matchup.
Well, like you have a whole
Colorado
list.
and Texas.
Yeah, you have Colorado, Texas.
Colorado, Texas.
I'd probably put Cincinnati and Buffalo. If those two teams were,
Okay.
if those two teams were playing, I'd wear that T-shirt to that game. Basketball-wise, probably not. Baseball-wise, I know you hate certain teams, so there's anybody in the
anybody in the
East,
Central.
Yeah, anybody in the Central with the Cardinals, you'd probably wear that shirt too.
Yep. Cubs, Brewers, Reds, Pirates.
Yeah, you'd wear that shirt to that.
Lose. Yep.
I guess like Cincinnati, Buffalo would be my top choice for
Bengals
NFL.
and Bills.
Yeah, I really don't like those two teams. And then something like the Bears and the Browns.
Yeah.
If I was forced to go watch that game, I'd wear that T-shirt for the Bears and the Browns.
That'd be a great game for Prime.
Oh yeah, that'd be on the Thursday night Prime special.
Put all those teams on Prime, so I don't have to pay for it.
God, you should have saved that for Monday.
It's a good topic.
That's a good topic. We could have got.
We can run it back.
Yeah, you keep that handy.
We can run it back.
Put her back at the beginning of the show on Monday. Get people's choices. If you had to wear that T-shirt, where would you wear it to?
Well, what game would you wear it to?
Yeah, pick out one. What game would you wear the? What's it say again?
I hope both teams lose.
I hope both teams lose. That's great. That's great. All right. Well, if you don't have anything else on your plate, let's skedaddle, shall we?
Shall we depart and see you at the marina? I'm not going, but
all right.
I just wish you the best from the marina.
Yeah, I'm heading to the lake this weekend for one of my very final times. I think I got one more after this.
Final boat expeditions.
We'll see what happens. If you'd like to listen to the show again, listen to our interview we had with Dustin Southworth from the Pioneer Village over in Minden, or our comments we had in the first half hour criticizing ESPN coverage. You can grab that anytime today. Listen to it at your convenience. And we'll get back together again on Monday morning at 7 a.m. Until then, have yourself a great weekend.